Hi everyone, I'm TheHexer, and today Minor turns 11 years old, and in celebration of this milestone, we, the staff team of Minor, are going to be taking you on a little walking tour of our old survival world, Zero. This world has existed since October of 2010, and it turns 11 years old today with the server. So, everyone, why don't you say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Everyone,
Hello.
say hello.
Hi.
Say hello. Yes.
Hello. Wow. Hi.
We are many of the staff members of Minor. A few of us are here in statue, not in person. Shall we start the tour?
Yes, let's
Let's
go.
do it. All right. The first location is right here, right in front of us. This is the Hall of Fame. Now, for most of this server's history, up until around spring of 2020, this is where all players would go after they beat HC, and they would get a sign in here. Where's my sign? It's over here. See, there's my sign. There's a sign for RM, sign for Minty, another staff member who's not here. There, pretty much any staff member has a sign somewhere inside of this hall. We've stopped using it quite as often, as with 2020 we had a lot more greens and this place would have filled up a lot faster. But there are some signs that are a bit more recent, you know, some from later this year. And this is a really cool place to just see all the different players that have played on the server before. And I should say, if anyone has any context to add to any of these things, feel free to speak.
Well, we all know that the closer you are to the bottom of the Hall of Fame, the cooler you are.
Exactly, exactly. And some say that Zath is... Please
Yeah,
don't.
Zath is the coolest
some
of
say that,
everybody.
yeah, some say that Zath is the coolest of all. Yeah. All right.
You could say that he's on fire.
You could say that. It's true. Oh, server, please. Server.
That sign is
no.
smoking.
Not like this.
Not like
Because
that.
of Felly.
Oh,
I'm blaming Felly.
What in the...
Wow.
What is...
This is completely intentional. We just
is-
wanted to give you the experience.
these-
Zero experience.
the classic
Yeah,
sandbox.
down
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Sandbox, where we at?
Okay.
13. Oh my god. Okay. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Unless that might have been a backup actually, so we should be fine. Okay. All right. Now moving past this way, this is the main highway that connects all of the areas of Old Zero. It's extensive, and we will not be exploring the entire thing this time. But the most important thing, well, I think so, at least one person here would think it's the most important thing that's been built here, is this statue over here. This statue belongs to, or was erected for, the original owner, Cedric. As you can see, it's quite large, and though he doesn't have quite the same skin now, see, he's not quite Daft Punk anymore, a little bit more Christmas dinosaur. You know,
dinosaur?
is that not a dinosaur?
It's the Grinch.
Is it the Grinch?
Yeah.
Really? I contest this. Anyways, yeah, there are signs from, I believe these are pretty much all from 2010 or early 2011, of people leaving their praise for Cedric, and then also a sign from AJ from when he took over the server in probably around 2015.
Yeah, I left that one in 2015, within the first few weeks of when I took over.
Yeah, and I think you've been doing a pretty good job so far.
We haven't burned to the ground yet, so that's a good
true.
start.
That's true. That's true. That's true. In fact, one might say we've like built the house instead of burning it since then. So yeah, that's about all we have to. There is a brain inside of Cedric's head. There's also a throne at the very top where Cedric sits.
He doesn't go up there very often.
Yeah, it doesn't go up there very often. Oh, I fell in the water. Let's not be doing this. No. That's embarrassing. Yeah. Let's continue. So yeah, that's something. Now, this is something I hadn't really thought about before, like going through and looking at the history. This, at one point, was a pixel arts gallery display that had 7 different things, 7 different displays that it would show. And if we go below, you'll find a bunch of redstone and weird cryptic signs. These are all remnants of a plugin called Falsebook that used to be at on the server until about mid-2012, I believe. Falsebook added the capacity to do things such as logic gates and drawbridges and evidently whatever that would have been, so loading things into action. It was removed in mid-2012 because it stopped being updated and we had to update the server, and so, couldn't keep it. So there are a lot of things from the first 2 years of the server that are unfortunately broken now, this being one of them. I would imagine that would make sense, yeah. Let me go look at the names that are up here.
That's actually really interesting, because this Woodman is like one of the most iconic symbols of X, I feel, and it could have been any of the other bosses.
It's true.
Just happened
it's
to be
true.
Woodman.
And we have no idea what they are. There's a couple made by Mufin, Kyle Quote, Raven Metroid, and WalkBoss_Wood, which I think is this one? Maybe? I don't know.
There's a certain irony of a boss named Woodman not having wood blocks in him.
That's true. Yeah, weird pumpkins and whatnot. So yeah, that's a little interesting thing that you might not think about when looking through this area. We're gonna come in through here. I do not know who made this area. I can't find names around here. The only name I can find in this area is this cylindrical structure up here. It says it was built by Hades Hunter, and this inside of this cylindrical structure is what seems to be a very rudimentary parkour course. Maybe one of the first, ever made in Minecraft. And if we, I'm not going to take the time to go up, but there are a bunch of signs at the top saying, "Oh, this is a really cool course. You should make more." It's almost as if that was prophetic and showing what the server would be doing in its later years. I don't know why I'm coming out the back. Let me come out the back.
Oh, also in the same vein of Falsebook, like these portals were here also.
Oh,
like,
Swordles, yeah,
that.
Swordles. That was a plugin back in the day that people used to get around. They would have little things say rights, use the gates.
I think the Nether portals predate that. I thought those were like Stargate or something. Like
Yeah,
Stargate.
Thordle actually came after that.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah. So it's defunct plugins on top of defunct plugins. But yeah, this specific area, I don't know who made it, but it's a pretty iconic area. It's really close to X. If Greens are ever going through here to look at Jiga's Claymaze, you will walk through here. Very, very iconic building styles, all the glass and wool and cobblestone and sand. You have all the walls up because people were scared of mobs back in the day. All the torches. It's, quite a nostalgia trip. And you will notice,
got lost along the way there.
yeah. You will notice that many of the ladders predates the patch where they broke the every other ladder strat. So a lot of places in Old Zero are actually kind of inaccessible because of that, and that's one example. You would not be able to get up there now, even though you used to be able to in the day. Over here we have the pi tunnel. This has a lot of digits of pi in it, and it connects from what seems to be called, the old districts, I think is what this area was called, and it connects into another plot-style walled-in area called the new district.
Has anyone verified the pi?
If you want to verify it, be my guest. Anyways, this box to the left of us is what's the sign of creeper? We'll never know, zombie. We'll never know what that sign says. This box.
That's Zara's Dark Maze, right?
Yeah, Zara's Dark Maze. That is a very old map. It was in in Hardcore 2.0, I believe.
That map hurt my eyes so badly.
It hurt your eyes because you could not see it. And yeah, it's no longer accessible to public because hasn't aged very well. But it is absolutely iconic that someone would make a maze with the intent to be not letting you see because of how dark the game used to be. We're gonna not get too close here because it's like entering Valhalla. But this thing that we're looking at, I'll get one chunk closer. Let's see, one chunk. There we go. This thing we're looking at over here is called Jiga's Claymaze. This is maybe the most important map on the server. through every iteration of our hardcore system, which is the method that people use to get green rank, this has been the final map. So every single staff member here, except C, I believe, has beaten it, and every single green member of the server has beaten it, and it really serves as the finish to our hardcore thing. It's part of our tradition. I won't get closer than this because I won't I can't spoil it for you for if you ever decide to get through HC. But just know it's a very important area, and we've all beaten it. Anyone else have anything to add with Jigas?
There's a very scary bird in there.
There's a very scary bird in there. Don't go near the bird.
Secret
A monster lurks within.
underneath.
Oh, the
Do
other
you know
thing
why
about
it is the most iconic maze?
is what?
Do you know why it is the most iconic maze? It's not the first created maze, right?
It is the first. I believe it was the first piece of
Oh
content
well,
on the
never mind
server.
then.
Yeah.
I'm just done. All right.
Yeah, when it was created, it was the only thing that was in hardcore. Like, that's how old it was. And in fact, I believe it was ported over from the community that Minor's original, like, player injection came from. Right? It was Jiga's Multiverse, was it?
Yeah,
Jiga's
it was.
Multiverse.
It's from the multiverse.
Yeah, so it even predates the server. This Sacrificial Pig is it's iconic, it's large, and man is it cursed. Oh, yeah. This was created by... let me see some notes. This was created by... I don't know, actually. TheNerdy, maybe?
Please tell me you got that pig that just died in the footage.
I might have. There was at least one pig that I saw that fell to their death.
There's another one.
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Holy sh-
Oh no. This was it was originally powered by Falsebook, so you would press this button and then it would send a bunch of signals up one of the legs and activate a redstone sign, which would spawn pigs. There are also some pig spawners up there, but I mean you can't access them from down here. Now the button normally doesn't work, but it's almost it's crazy.
Somebody scripted the button.
I don't
button
know
has a
what
script
happened
on it.
here. Yeah, it's weird.
Somebody updated it. It used to be broken.
But I guess now we can sacrifice pigs to our heart's content.
And there's a feast in front of us.
Yeah, for real.
Oh yeah, yummy yummy.
Oh god, stop! The server's lagging.
Oh,
no.
okay. All right. Yeah. No more pigs. No more
Yeah,
pigs.
Pete.
No more pigs. And up ahead, this temple, I believe, is also one of the oldest builds on the server. And I don't know if it's known who made it. I think that's been lost to time. But
Wasn't it TheNerdy?
it might have been TheNerdy. A lot of the things I'm learning around here have been made by TheNerdy. He seemed to have been quite active in the early days. You can get down in the middle there. I wouldn't recommend it.
Jiga made the temple.
Jiga made the temple? Oh, well, that makes sense.
Cedric says Jiga, the region says TheNerdy, so it was probably both of them.
It might have been both. And the region also has all admins added, so who knows.
I remember there was like a spawn in the works that featured this temple. I think.
Yeah, Jungle Spawn used this temple as part of its gold
Oh, it
hunt
totally is there, yeah.
version. Like its gold hunting event.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, Jungle Gold. We are continuing on the path, so please don't fall behind.
You say as half the admins jumped into the water.
You said I don't recommend jumping in, and then most of us jumped in.
Well, jump in the middle of the... did you all jump in
Oh,
the
we
middle?
did.
Oh.
Dead center.
Yeah.
We all jumped in the middle.
Oh, I'm so disappointed in all of you.
So do you know about this this glass tower?
Which?
It's like glass stone
the,
and
the water and lava.
yeah, at the top of it, it used to spawn a giant, and if you kill the giant, it gave you a gold
This
block.
thing. It gave you a gold block.
Yeah.
So
That was like a mini game course that Nerdy made, right?
I believe so, and I think it was also powered by Falsebook, so it doesn't work anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, who's
What
flying?
are you doing, Zath? What are you doing? I saw
I was
that.
trying to get up.
Who's cheating?
Here's another of one of the really old builds. This is also like the Seamen's Club.
The what?
Yeah. I'm not saying it again. I'm not saying it again. This one, according to Chillers, also like dates from November of 2010 or sometime before that. And again, it's unknown who made this one. There's a wander and there's a llama. Llamas. Oh my goodness. Up here, we're not going to be going up, but we will admire from a distance. This is the TNT Cube. This TNT Cube housed several of the first maps on this server. The map Skytop Labyrinth and the map Old Level 2 were both built inside of it. And it also houses the original spawn for the server, which is called TNT Spawn. Features a room made out of obsidian and water. You got green to TNT Spawn? Really? Interesting. Yeah, and it's very large. It's probably maybe the largest build near the center of Zero. And as well, there was a third map being created in the middle of it by the creator of Skytop Labyrinth and Old Level 2, but it never got finished. You can, if you get to the end of Old Level 2 and look through the glass floor, you can actually see the progress that was made. I think it used redstone and pistons, something like that. But, you know, did never get far enough along to be conceptualized fully. Yeah, it's not ideal. Though we are back to the start, we're nowhere near the end. We're going to be going down here.
When did this map get here?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to show off the map. Everyone go down. I'll just be, I'll head back up. But I believe sometime this year, I didn't see it before I was planning this, so I think Chillers added it at some point recently. Wow, it looks so cool.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. We're going to head back down. This area down here is called Under City, with the I being an underscore, so Under City.
Oh my god, it is fun.
Under City. Look at that. This is named after the original owner of the server, Cedric. There are several areas around the server that have the same sort of stylized C underscore naming convention. Have a bunch of tree farms that haven't been harvested in maybe a decade. You can see they're super old because they have the mixed leaves that came when Mojang. I think they added the different leaf types, and that messed up all the leaves in the world.
Added different leaf types, and it literally just scrambled any existing leaves.
So yeah, really old. This is where there was a plugin called Economy, and this is where people set up a lot of shops and would do a lot of trade. And unfortunately, yeah, go for it.
Can I say that I really love the aesthetic of this place?
I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's like it's cool. I love the underwater thing, and the stone and glass. Even though it's super basic, I mean it holds up. It holds up surprisingly well. The Economy plugin was unfortunately pretty short-lived. It didn't last too long because it wasn't updated and we had to update. But you know.
Also had a compounding interest feature that allowed you to just like hoard millions. Also, some players set up shops that had stuff where you could buy from the staff store and sell to them and make a profit. So you could bank. A few people got bankrupted.
Yeah, that's not
in
ideal.
The economy from that. If you're ever watching this, Soarer, sorry I bankrupted you by giving you admin diamonds.
Well, we'll be heading by his area later, so you can say sorry in person. Now, if you're wondering what this magenta box over here is, this is a hardcore box. So for every iteration of our hardcore system, we have boxes that serve as transitions between the different levels. This is one that we set up for, I believe, hardcore 9 or 10.
10.
10? 10. Cool. Yeah. Just to give people an opportunity to actually see into this area, because it's pretty hidden. People don't really get to see it. So yeah, these are scattered all around Zero. Alright, we're going to be heading back up the way we came.
While we're moving to the next piece, just for anybody who doesn't know or is coming from not our server, Hardcore is Minecraft's oldest and original rank-up challenge, which earns you building rights on this server.
Yeah. The hardcore system predates the hardcore mode of Minecraft, so Mojang copied us. You heard it here first. Yeah, we're going to be heading down here, in between these portals, and into the Zero Railway. This was originally created by a player named Nickman87. I think he was either a mod or admin, not sure. And this was, I think, made in an effort to connect... Was it an admin? Yeah, that makes sense. It was just made in an effort to connect a lot of different builds using an underground rail system. I believe that Sren, you took it over after Nickman stopped updating it.
Yeah, a long time after. So the rail system originally used, I think it was part of False Book, where you'll see these gold blocks underneath the rails every once in a while. That was before we had power rails. The gold block underneath the rail would give you momentum, and I believe it was obsidian that worked as a stop.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was quite a while after that I tried to take over it because it was sitting incomplete and we had expanded so much. But trying to get everything in the overworld connected by rail is insane.
Yeah,
so then,
yeah, it's a huge undertaking.
Yeah, so then tried to move it over to the Nether, and then we went with a different plugin that completely made Rails useless. So
yeah, not ideal, but there is still a lot of it that you can explore, and there are a lot of builds connected through these things. We're going to be heading down this way, and you'll notice, yeah, a lot of these just have. Oh, I see. Yeah, the gold ore. That makes perfect sense now, because otherwise there are no boosters of any type down these paths. I can't guarantee.
As we run through this tunnel and you see like the water change colors, I'm just going to point out real quick that biomes didn't exist, so all of the grass and all of the water in this tunnel was monochrome. It was all one color type, like that really bright green grass and that really strong shade of blue.
Yeah.
What do you think of old Minecraft?
I mean, yeah, 11 years of updating a map it absolutely messed up all of the biomes. There's some areas that are completely frozen over now that weren't when they were generated. Some areas that are swamp. There's a lot of swamp. So it's not, I mean, not ideal, but what can you do? And then a lot of weird chunk intersections where the world generation is inconsistent between versions. We'll see a little bit of that on this tour, but there's a lot more further out you go.
I love hearing the soft bottom presses of everyone spamming their spacebar.
Bunny hops.
Really fits with the atmosphere.
It's that exit on your right, Zath. Oh, Peace is overtaking me. Peace is overtaking me. No, 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 no. He beat me. Oh well. So we're gonna come up here. And before we go up, it's important to note that these slabs that we're on are petrified oak slabs. That's how old they are. And those are the slabs, because originally when oak slabs were added to the game, they were inflammable and were like a copy of stone slabs. But then, they added the type of oak slabs that were zombie. Then they added the type of oak slabs that behaved like wood and burned and used an axe. But the old slabs still existed. So through several versions of the game, they existed as this weird like unicorn of a block that some people had in really old worlds, and then eventually got turned into their own item, petrified oak slabs. So that's what those are. That's how old this area is. Everyone can follow me, please. Some rails that go to somewhere. It's all doesn't matter. You know, a lot of the stories and reasonings behind a lot of places is lost at time at this point.
I remember this place.
Yeah. This is Space Mountain. Does anyone know when it was made? Probably sometime in 2011? 2012? Well, no, it has to be more
2010.
recent. 2010? Interesting, because there's the terracotta on the outside that has to have been since later than then, as well as the quartz. But everything on the inside is pretty, like, feasibly ancient. But before we go inside, you'll notice that there are these weird clue signs on the outside. These are from an event called The Amazing Race, or TAR. This is a staple of minor events. They've gone on for many, many years. They're basically large scavenger hunts that take people through originally through Zero, our survival world, and then through Theta, our creative world. And you'll find them if you're exploring Zero. You'll find those signs in weird and notable places all over, and you'll have no idea what they're for. or what the clues lead to. Yeah, this is Space Mountain. We're not going to be going in, unfortunately, but we are going to be taking. Well, I'll take a little peek. This is a fully functioning still minecart ride. It's quite fun. Yeah, Reb, we'll take a little peek, just a little spoiler peek. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's too much. Zombie! Okay, well, if you get lost, it's not my problem. And if you do want to come ride this yourself, you can come try it out when we open up the server for our 11th anniversary, but otherwise...
oh god, we're doing that, aren't we?
Oh, we totally are, AJ.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. Alright, I'm going to be heading up the exit now. So many people just... And so we'll be taking this path all the way back. Now, it's just another minecart path, but you'll notice that this one is probably older than the rail system. And reason being, these weird rails on the side probably mean nothing to you if you're newer with the game, but in the very old version of the game, the only way to get a minecart to boost was to... there was a weird mechanic where a second minecart would push it forward. And
the collision boxes overlapped.
Yeah, their collision boxes overlapped. That makes sense. So people would have these types of minecart boosters where a second one there would be like a helper minecart on the side that would reset. And in fact, there's a minecart embedded in the wall. I have no idea how old that would be, but it's probably who knows. But it's like we're all at a museum looking at a piece of like a nice vase from history, you know? Yeah. Okay. We're going to be running all the way down here. This is near Chiller's area, and we'll be checking that out in a second. But before that, we're going to be taking a detour this way, over the gravel little path. We're going to be climbing up this mountain, through these trees, and over to here. Now this is an area called City Zoo, but stylized the same way as Undercity, so like a seedy zoo. How this originally worked was a player would walk in, and those pressure plates that I just stepped on would spawn mobs in all these enclosures using Falsebook. And I will quickly just spectator and go underground, and you see, yeah, there's quite a lot of redstone going on here. You see a spawner for a pig. The back area belongs to the hostile mobs, so creeper, slime, skeleton, etc., etc. Yeah, and this is just another use for Falsebook, all of the spawners and things like that. And as well, a use, like, you'll notice all of this redstone, it predates repeaters, even. So none of this uses repeaters. This is prime alpha-style redstone.
I'm actually surprised that there's no single dot spots on here from the real early days of redstone.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think you can do that now again, right?
Yeah, they changed it back to where you could toggle a single piece to where you can do the two modes.
Where are you guys going? We're not going that way.
I think they're stuck in egg hunt mode.
Yeah, this is mob mentality. We're going back this way. That was a quick detour. Oh, hi, Cat.
What the heck? What is this?
Right
what was that?
I found a button.
Found a button?
What is this?
Where's the button?
Whoa!
What? Zombie? Where's the button do?
Chiller's secret pad?
Where?
There was just a door just opened in the wall.
I didn't know about this. Wait.
Where? Oh.
Chiller's is not going to be happy we found this.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, I guess the whole world's going to know about Chiller's secret pad.
Okay, well, now we all have to add signs.
Yep. Let's get some signs. Everyone get a sign out. Hex was here during the 11th anniversary tour. Okay. So, you're all witnessing a staff tradition, that being marking your territory. All across Zero, in all sorts of odd places, you'll find signs laid by staff members in areas they can, and greens in areas they can, in areas that aren't protected. it's very important that we do this, because if we don't leave signs everywhere, how will everyone know that we were there? You know? So yeah, we're going to be walking through, or next to, several houses that belong to several ops. This one belongs to, well, ex-ops, I believe, in 2 of their cases. This belonged to an ex-admin named Captain DDL. Yep, that house. It's not super finished, but, you know, everyone needs a place to kick their feet up at the end of the day. This modern house up here belongs to an ex-admin named Jamilius. Oh, there's a little Reddit symbol, of course. It's 2010. Yeah.
We had a Reddit in 2010. It just never really got used.
Ah, yeah. Well, over here is the home of a current and very scary admin named Chillers. Oh, that's not true anymore. That's got to be 11 now.
I found a money bag.
You found a money bag? Well, where's the money bag? Let me go click the money bag.
It's just right here.
Oh, I missed the money bag. I already collected this bag. Oh.
It was probably his test one when he was setting up the arcade credits.
Either that, or he just likes people visiting. So this is the sandbox area of an admin named Chillers. He unfortunately couldn't be here today, but he is still very much active and has done a lot of experimentation with things like maps and command blocks, scripting, plugins, you name it.
Hey Hex.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
I am near Chillstorm Maze. What are we looking at?
Yeah, look, these are from Blight. These are set up.
Ooh! Yeah, and isn't this one from,
Inaros?
Inaros, yeah, the map that hates us.
Mm-hmm.
Minor, Discord. Oh, there's Radiohead, cool. This area's a bit laggy because of how many item frames around, but, you know. Here we have some Christmas stuff. Yeah. Have I seen what? Sorry, what are you looking at? Chillers. Oh, I have seen Chillers Modern Home. Yeah, this area is Pit of Destiny. I haven't seen the Pit of Destiny. Oh my god.
Oh.
Ow. Oh. If that's what Destiny is, I don't want to. I don't want to fulfill my fate. Here's this, and you can tell this is a lot more modern. It uses some command block trickery, more modern blocks. Has a shelter door, which I think is pretty novel. And yeah.
Poor Chillers. He's not here, and we're just all invading his house, eating all his food.
Eating all his food, getting his carpets dirty. I'm gonna quickly take one little detour, and I believe it's down here. But you'll notice that there's a lot of command block testing at this very bottom area. Yeah, look at all this stuff. Who knows what's been going on down here? Probably some mad science, you know, cult rituals. Yes, this old house. House built in alpha by Darbooma. Preserve it.
Preserve it.
I think we've done that. Done pretty well at that. Oh, look at that.
Look at the chests.
The chests? Look at the chests. Oh,
this was back when you could do single chests next to each other.
Oh, yeah.
One of the updates broke it.
Oh, yeah.
Because chests used to not have positional data, and then they did.
Yeah. And, in fact, you'll also notice that there is an old thing called, I think it was like a water elevator or something, where that would help you climb up faster. Because of, I would guess, imprecise hitboxes or something like that. I don't know the jank behind it. But yes.
It did then what Soul Sand does now.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like Soul Sand underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I guess we'll continue as he's going. But this area, I believe, was made by Dannnfollll? An old... This house in here. Dannnfollll X's house.
Oh.
Nons! Nons!
I trapped 2 people. Ooh.
Yay!
It looks so enticing. Oh!
No.
Oh, there goes Arnon.
Oh, you got...
What?
Alright. There you go. Okay. So officially now, anything you want to say about your base? Because we toured it just before you logged on. Very nice.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
So if everyone could join me at this this cube on the hill. This is called RavenMac's Maze. It is a very old and as best I know incomplete maze, but oh, you're all taking the plunge, you fools.
Spent at least 4 hours in it looking for an end. I don't think it has one.
I think there's an area that seems like it should be the end, but there's not really one. I put a ladder in here so that we can get up, but you will notice this thing is huge.
I've never seen this maze before.
I found it accidentally when I tunneled into it. I think this is the tunnel I was digging when I found it.
Yeah, it just stretches on forever. If it was completed, it probably would be the largest maze on the server. Even now, especially the largest 2D maze, yeah. Glowstone Labyrinth isn't larger than this, is it?
Probably not.
Yeah. Okay.
No figure. Glowstone Labyrinth is not as big.
Yeah, and this just goes to show that, especially in the early days of the server, there's a lot of atmosphere of being pretty unforgiving, you know. A lot of the old stuff in the days, people were pretty mean to new white rank players.
Sorry, no exit here. Jump in the lava and try again.
This is proof of that. I think this is the way up. Yeah.
Oh no, this is Egg Hunt.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you remember this arena?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. So over here you'll find that there was a very rudimentary Spleef arena. Only one of these doors works. I don't know why. So you can open that door, but not the other one. It's just broken. So yeah, this was, and then a person in the top would like turn on lights when a team would won. So you know, pretty rudimentary, but you know, back in the day. Spleef's fun. And also back then you wouldn't have been able to stand on the edges because the fences had a full hitbox. And we're gonna go on the path in a second here, but I would actually like everyone to follow me down into here. This is something that I only learned about recently, and it annoys me. It annoys me greatly because it's really cool. We're gonna head down to the bottom here.
This is the calculator, right?
This is not a. This is a 4-bit to hex. What is it?
Oh yeah, that
5 hex display. I had never really paid attention to the signs here, but before we do this, if someone could go stand in the middle of this room for me to load it all, because it's huge. It is absolutely huge. You can see it just stretches on forever. What this does is it takes these 4 inputs and using nothing but redstone dust and redstone torches, it turns it into a hex, 3x5 hex display. So if we walk up these stairs, you'll see it is now an A because of the 2 bits I have on. If we do that, it'll update itself to, what is this? Is this a 9? That's a 9. And I'm surprised it works after this would have been made 10 years ago. I'm surprised it's still functional. It's really quite marvelous.
Yeah, Mufin was really a wizard at redstone.
Yeah, I can tell. Good lord. Yeah.
In the world we have quite a few computer-like creations, but most of them use something like Falsebook for wireless redstone, so they don't work anymore.
Which is unfortunate.
So it's quite impressive that this works actually.
It is. It's truly, that's truly a relic from a time long gone. I remember those old videos of people like making computers that do simple addition using thousands upon thousands of redstone. That's that type of thing. We're actually going to be not going into there. We're going to be heading over the bridge here, because that's an easier way to access this area. This area being Soarer City? Is that what we call it? I think so.
Yep.
The area that belongs to the admin known as Soarer.
The one who taught me how to do redstone.
Very fun, yeah. It's a very large area. It has a lot of expansive underground sections. It's home to the map Chiller's Door Maze. No, not Chiller's Door Maze, Soarer's Door Maze. There's 2 different door mazes on the server.
There's also Severn right over there.
There's all that's Shritra Savern. That is,
and my wall of hate right there.
Wall of hate. Yep.
The R in his name, with the shop behind it, that's where I bankrupted him. So while I'm here, sorry I bankrupted you.
Yeah, we'll actually be heading all the way through there. So yeah, this area is really cool. You can just.
Hex, did you just continue the tour after 2 Neos? Like.
Yes, this area is really
good
cool.
for us.
Like you can tell that they had a lot of fun building here, and just enjoying the original days of survival Minecraft. Like, look at this thing. It's like a little farm area.
The Egg Hunt finals were here one year, weren't they?
The Egg Hunt 2 finals were held in this area. Yes, his partner was also her name being Fair Lady. Oh, the Dinos used to duel here. Oh, like over in this one?
Oh my god, the sign owned me.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. This looks like a great place to be dueling. Where's the sign, zombie?
Oh, in this house over here? It's really cool, you'll like it.
Okay. Yeah, it's so good.
SSN Minr? What is?
Submarine.
Submarine. Very fun. Yeah. Wonder what's inside there. Oh, I guess we'll never know.
You actually hid eggs in there, so I think you do know.
I did hide eggs in there. Well, when I say we'll never know, I mean I'm just like I'm just saying that I'm not going in there, and if anyone wants to know what's in there, they're just gonna have to wonder. Oh, did you build it? Well, that's cool, Kenneth.
The purple coin is in there. Just saying.
Well, we'll never know if it's in there or not, Nuns. So over here is the kingdom of TheNerdy, who I think he was he a full admin or was he just a mod?
He was an admin.
An admin, yeah. We're not gonna be going down in there because, what the hell? Yeah, so we're gonna be heading down to here. This is it's a pretty rare thing, but this is a recreation of the mines of Moria. Was he? Oh, it's awesome. He's got to find the way through here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Deep.
It's not actually super excessive. Well, you know what? I guess we're not going to be going through the mines of Moria today. Unfortunate. Oh, and we're all trapped down here now. Oh, no. Oh,
I guess we shall not pass.
we got Gandalf, guys.
All the pros would have just used /ASC instead of going into creative mode.
Yeah, well, I got teleported, so I didn't have a chance to. So yeah, this is TheNerdy's kingdom. It's currently closed to the public, but I'm just gonna bust our way in here. Yeah. This is a very classic build, you can see, made with all of the cobble and the stone and the original stone slabs. The iron doors, which are oriented improperly because of how old they are. Oh yeah, it's all that good
It used to be accessible through the museum, but then we realized that players could escape it really easily.
Players could escape this really easily. You can just like jump on the wall and out. So, well, specifically, the museum used to be accessible to everyone, but then it turned out that could happen, so we made it greens only. Roof access. Etc. Yeah, so there's a lot. It's a pretty large build. Lots of different houses and whatnot. We will be exiting now because don't need to spend too long exploring this. Can I? Oh boy. Oh, please tell me I know where the exit is. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we're all trapped.
Other way.
Oh no, it's a maze.
Oh no. Oh no.
My God, Zath, look at this.
Oh, there's a. I just didn't see the button. Okay, well, there we go. Okay, we're out now. We're out now. If everyone could join me, either teleport to me, I will be back outside again. Yeah, here we are. Cool. Are these torches placed randomly?
Pretty much, it looks like it.
Why would someone do this? Oh, and then they're straight here. I hate everything.
They don't even need them because there's glowstone on the side.
Yeah. Well, you know. I didn't make it. I don't feel the need to answer for their crimes. We're heading this way, and I hope everyone has their boats, because don't place them here. Don't place them yet. But we're gonna be swimming up here. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And now we place our boats. If anyone wants to get in my boat, can get in my boat. Okay, awesome. Got Reb. So yeah, this is a what do they call, water highway, I believe. That's these were used to. It was originally intended that these would like connect different areas, that people didn't have to walk on the ground. It was safer, you know, safer and faster. And these go above all sorts of areas. Oh, you guys are trying to cause a pileup.
I just am not used to new controls in the boats.
A lot of swamp. And here, oh yeah, unfortunately Spol had to leave, but this is the 10th anniversary birthday cake. This was created by Spol for our 10th anniversary around this time last year. Very nice build. And it also featured a little scavenger hunt inside of it that not people specifically, but specifically greens could complete to get a nice little commemorative hat. Yeah. Oh, and right next to that is the map Breaking Free. This map is it was built abnormally close to spawn, and it was definitely the highlight of my hardcore. It's generally regarded as a pretty good map, made by the legendary Minty1111. Ah, here we are. Now here is the area known as Misty City. The Misty City was a floating city built in, I believe, 2010, and it connects in all four directions with floating water highways. And up here you can find there's shops, there's a bank, there's a nice little prison over there, cute little houses, and it really served as now you guys will need these boats later, so don't lose them. It served as just a nice hub area in the early days of the server. Yeah, some of it has frozen over, specifically in this direction, due to updates and whatnot.
The reason it was originally called Misty City was because this was the height limit of the game, 128 blocks. So clouds would roll through the city at this height.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. I was wondering where the name came from.
Well, this is
18 plus club.
Oh, well, we can't go in there. Got the hat on our end. And this was originally accessed through a thing called boat elevators, which used to exist.
Oh my god, this is all frozen over.
Yeah, it's not great. We're not going that way, though, don't worry. So boat elevators, boats used to rise in the water. I think when they changed the boat mechanics and whatnot, they made that stop working, which is unfortunate. But we're going to be heading this way now. Over here is an area called the Art Gallery. We're going to bust in here. Yeah, it was built by 4Z and TheNerdy in an attempt to get a bunch of people to make a lot of cool pixel art displays. And we can go into one of these rooms and see what's been created. The building that we walked through to get in here was a wool factory where people could get dyes for all sorts of types of wools. It's now pretty defunct because, again, it used a lot of false book, but it's cool it exists. So yeah, we have some Link or Zelda-related stuff.
This was a fun egg hunt location too.
Oh, this was an egg hunt location. You didn't play this one.
I did.
Did you?
Well, I did it in the practices.
Oh, it was one of the. This was one of the practice ones I opened up for 3. Yeah, because I remember it was Pickles and Swimmy versus Average and Soul. That was who was playing this in Egg Hunt 2. Oh, there's a nice.
I feel like the Amazing Race has gone through here at least once as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
You're right, Chillers. There's a huge section of this underneath that never... It's pretty inaccessible. You have to spectator mode into it. But it was clear that they had plans to, like, expand the gallery if it ever got full, but unfortunately it never really took off. So there are a few things, but it's not full. There are some shops and things on the second layer, though. That's cool. Alright. We will be all heading out. Yeah, so if everyone could place down their boats, we'll be taking just a little cruise into this bay here. If anyone wants to get on my boat, you can. Hi, zombie. There's some fun little patterns in the sand, and the old, I think it was an admin, Scionozion. Signed his name in the sand here. I believe this was his area. Oh yeah. We're just going to be, everyone get into this bay here. Grab your boats again. We still need them later. This, we'll see more of this as we get up. We'll be taking the water up. But this is a very large tree house with some bookshelves. He has a philosophy, like, clinic or something. Elsewhere in here. Actually, we're coming out here. Come out this door here. So you see there's a lot of trees, a lot of tree-like structures. These were probably super fun to build in and create. And there's also this cute little parkour course. I don't know what this was about, but we're gonna be taking it. You're gonna see some rails, glass. This just oozes 2010 vibes, you know?
Everybody that just climbed up to the top, we went the wrong way.
I'll come back. I'll come back for you all. Oh, you lost sheep. And back up here. This is the long path of Enlightenment. I think that's what it's called. We're not going to walk the whole thing because I think if you want to become enlightened, you should walk it yourself. I'm not going to enlighten you for you, but we are going to be taking. This is going to be a bit of a journey. We'll see a couple of cool landmarks along the way, but there will be a nice little thing at the end.
That's first.
Oh, and right ahead of us is it's sort of in the middle of nowhere, but it happened to be on the route. That is the map Fire and Ice Maze. It's a very ancient map. It was featured in Hardcore 2.0. It features ice underneath a floor of slabs and lava curtains as the walls. And it used to be completely escapable. You could just like swim underneath the lava and like leave, but that was recently patched. Don't spin. Okay, we're good. No. All right, we're gonna be continuing now. Now, directly ahead of us, it's some sort of, you know, rainbow cube or something. It's pretty unremarkable all in all. It's on the inside, you'll see it's not much done, but what is remarkable about it is yes Kenneth. What is remarkable about it is the band of cobblestone around the outside. Now there's some backstory to that band of cobblestone. So sometime in many years ago, like 7 or 8 years ago maybe, there was a pretty bad WorldEdit mistake made by admin Kennad, who is with us today. And WorldEdit is a pretty volatile program. If you use it wrong, it can really mess stuff up. And occasionally, you know, things happen. We've all made mistakes. We've all made mistakes with it. And Kennad made a very unfortunate error of replacing a large chunk of the cobblestone in 0 with light blue wool. It was such a large chunk that it entirely crashed the server, and people... Kennad was unable to figure out the original coordinates of like the area in which the switch happened, and so what this caused was a very large manual cleanup effort where people had to find areas filled with blue wool and manually, and in some cases with some automation, replace all of that light blue wool with cobblestone again. And unfortunately, some areas didn't get cleaned up because it's really hard to tell in some cases where something should be light blue wool and where something shouldn't. This is an area that very obviously should have been light blue wool originally. And to this day, that one little Yeah, a little too much enthusiasm. Sometimes we get excited with WorldEdit. You know, you feel powerful. Yeah, this is an area that the legacy of that one little mistake lives on in that cobblestone band. We're going to be heading further forward now. There's
You can see one of the really big old stargates.
Oh, is that what that was?
Oh, cool.
Could the stargates like be not rectangular?
If I remember correctly.
Ooh, interesting.
They were already discontinued by the time I joined, but I read a little bit about the plugin afterwards.
Ah, interesting. Yeah. The area above us was a map called Crafter's Vault at one point. The creator didn't like it, and so he took the entire thing and destroyed it. So that's unfortunate. But you know what? You can still see like the ship steering wheel type vault door on one of the walls up there. So that's the legacy there. Now this area, see, it's a bit more recent than the other areas. This area is the last build of an admin known as Sofaloafer. Sofaloafer was one of the most fondly remembered admins on the server. A lot of people remembered him for being very kind and patient and just making the server a better place. And this was his last build. He was working... It was this and another thing. He was working on a giant version of Monopoly with the current moderator, Creeper TNT Man 198. And unfortunately, neither of them got finished because in, I think, September of 2016 or so, we were informed that Sofaloafer had passed away from cancer, which is super unfortunate. We're all... July? That makes more sense, yeah. We were all very saddened by the news. Even those of us that hadn't played very often when he was active remembered him pretty fondly. That's how important he was for the community. And yeah, so since then we've erected this memorial, and this area has become a memorial to him. A lot of players have left kind words for him on this wall. Yeah. Things that'll never get done. It's unfortunate. Oh. There were kits on the server? I didn't know that. Wow. That's ancient. Here's a cute little...
Oh yeah! We did have kits.
Wow. That's an age long gone. This is a temple. And again, I don't know who made this either. But, you know, this is the type of thing... I think this area is really cool. Like,
my brain says LT Gray, but that's, like, wild card guess. And I don't know why.
If we could all... Yeah, exit... Who fell down? If we could all exit out the side here. Oh yeah, everyone exit this way. Okay. We are nearing the end of the tour now. So, up here, this area... Now, if you've been here not this year, you will not recognize any of this. This area used to be a big hole in the ground until earlier this year. This area used to be the like a survival base that belonged to Srentiln over there. And then I don't know why you destroyed it.
I honestly don't remember why.
But yeah, it was all world edited into nothingness. There was just a big pit and some meaningless redstone contraptions. But earlier this year, we went into a backup from 2011 and plucked this whole area and pasted it back in. For history's sake, and I mean, I think it's a lot cooler than what was there before. But yeah, this is a base basically from 2011. I got this. No, I got this. That's... Okay, can we not... I figured out the password earlier. Oh, it's idiot. Okay. That's...
Use that button there.
That's...
Something reset.
Can add. Oh my goodness. All right. Alright, I'm angry. No, we're just gonna bust through the wall here. Okay,
hey.
Cool. We opened it. We opened the door. Why do I even bother, honestly? Yeah, this is inside of here. Undergrounds is, I think, maybe some farms. I'm not sure.
I have no idea where you disappeared to. There you are.
There we go. Some redstone, probably, yeah. Alright, and we're nearing the end of the tour now. This area right here is the map Four Corners Dojo. This was created by our owner, AJDJ123321. It was created in 2013, I believe.
It would help if I wasn't on mute. The remake, yes. I remastered it in 2013.
Yeah. Features 4 sections, a no sprint parkour, a sprint parkour, a maze, and a puzzle. It's been a staple of hardcore for several iterations. I played it in my hardcore. It's been in 6, 7, I believe, like 10, I think?
5, 6, 7, 10 or something?
Something like that, yeah. So
I think it was
first level for a long while.
I think it was just 6, 7, and 10, but yeah.
5 was World Tour, yeah, so it wasn't 5.
I think it was my first level. One of my rotations, at least.
And yeah, many players have played it. It's easily one of, by that right, one of our most iconic maps. And yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Perfect. Yay! All right. Thanks everyone for watching our tour of Zero, our server world. If you have seen anything in this tour that you want to go explore yourself, there'll be 1 week only during our 11th anniversary, starting 22nd of October, where you can come on and explore any areas that we've been at, or any areas you might have seen that might have been cool, or any areas that we didn't go to. And then after that, never again. We'll never let you back on unless you get green rank. So don't delay. Yeah.
Woo.
Anyone have any closing remarks?
Fridge went.
Great.
Oh my god.
That's one way to close the video.
That is one way to close the video. All right. Good job, everybody. Yeah. Thanks for watching.